No light in the trees. It's beautiful trees.
Heresia is set in 1583 in the University of Oxford, and most specifically here in Lincoln College. Heresia is set in Lincoln College because we know for a fact that Bruno came to Oxford in the spring of 1583 to take part in various public debates about the Copernican view of the universe, which was a big controversy at the time. Giordano Bruno was an Italian monk and philosopher. He was persecuted by the Roman Inquisition on charges of heresy and ended up fleeing Italy and travelling all over Europe kind of as a fugitive on the run. But he also managed to find his way into some of the highest courts of Europe and become friends with various princes and kings and dignitaries. And he was an incredible talker, and you feel he must have been a great personality. So he's always been someone who's fascinated me. I'd always wanted to write something about Giordano Bruno. I think since the first time I ever read about him when I was a student, I just thought he was such a fascinating character that his life lent itself perfectly to fiction. So I'd always had it in the back of my mind to try and do something about him. I did enjoy writing the murder scenes. It was because I'd had in mind the kinds of murders that I wanted to carry out, and they're all inspired by various books. So it's kind of interesting. It was, in a way, sort of fun in quite a dark way to visit these horrific mutilations on unsuspecting characters. This is just the beginning of Bruno's adventures. He spent a lot of time travelling around Europe and getting himself into all sorts of interesting situations. So yes, this is just the first of a series of adventures that Bruno's going to have both in England and around Europe. I would hope that people would read Heresy and enjoy it on its own terms as a murder mystery, as a puzzle, as a good detective story. But I would also hope that it might make people take an interest in that period of history and perhaps want to find out a bit more about some of the characters who appear in the book, and because it's such an exciting time, and I think lots of the background reading is really exciting as well. So if it makes people want to read more about Giordano Bruno and the other books in the series, that would be great.
No sun, no light in the trees. It's beautiful trees.